Namaste Yogi, and welcome to a new yoga flow here at Seekers of Wellness, and also welcome to beautiful Madeira Fano Forest. We're here to be flowing through a really fluid and moving flow, so we'll be moving with each breath, getting through the whole body and shifting some of that energy to really get in tune with our body and feel good and feel warm and feel fluid. So let's start our practice. Close down your eyes and find your hands on towards your heart. We start by taking one deep breath in through the nose. Relax down your shoulders. Find your place on the mat. Find your intention to why you decided yourself to place your focus, your awareness, your body here on the mat today. On your next breath, open up your eyes, reach both of your arms up towards the sky and lifting your gaze. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, reach up one more time. Make yourself as tall as possible. Exhale it out, bring it down. All right, next one, we inhale, reach both of our arms up above head. Then we side bend, still keeping both of our palms together. Inhale, bring it center. Exhale, side bend the other way around. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend. Inhale, this time we come into a twist towards the left. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, twist towards the right. Warming up a bit of that spine. Twisting one more time on each side. Inhale, bring it up. Twisting last time. Inhale, both arms up above. Then exhale, bring both hands down towards your knees. We can also sit cross-legged. We'll do some cat and cow variation. So pull back your whole spine and open and broaden the shoulder blades and the space between the shoulder blades as you push. Then inhale, shoot your heart forward, draw the shoulders back and wide. Exhale, curve. Inhale, open up. One more time, exhaling as you curve your back. Inhaling as you open your heart space and receive that new positive energy. Exhale, curve. Inhale, open. This time, release back into center. Find your breath. Find your exhale. Notice how it softens you. How we gently can let go and return to focus. All right. Bringing our hands and knees onto the mat, we find our tabletop position. So in our tabletop, we want to try to stack our wrist below the shoulder, and same applies for the knees and the hips. From this position, we're going to extend out our right leg behind, pointing down our toes and pushing gently the heel towards the back of the mat, just to open up a bit of that calf muscle. Then from here, we send up that leg and we point it out towards the opposite side, so out towards the left. Then we gaze towards it as we drop that right hip down, opening up a bit of that outer hip and also the side body. Then slowly bring it all the way back as you reach the left arm to the front. Exhale, come crunching elbow and knee together, high up close to the body as you possibly can. Extend once again. Crunch one more time. Then plant down your hand, plant down your knee, and we switch side. Sending back the left foot, pointing down our toes to the mat as we try to push that heel towards the back. We can juggle a bit back and forth if that feels good. Return to that focus of your breath. Maybe we can notice that cold inhale and how the body transforms that to warmth, to love. Then lift up that leg and point your left foot out towards the right side. Your left hip comes down towards the floor so we can open up that side body. One more breath here. Then send back that left leg and reach out your right arm. On your exhale, come into crunch the elbow and knee together. Inhale, extend. One more crunch. Inhale, extend, hand down to the mat and your knee down to the mat. Tuck your toes under and send up your hips high for your first downward facing dog. As always, feel free to move in any direction that feels good. I like to pedal one heel at a time to warm up the hamstrings, the backside of your body. Making sure to spread those fingers wide and really protract the shoulders away from the ground, meaning we try to pull away from our arms with the shoulders. So we create that nice distance. This will allow our spine to feel longer so that we can really send the tailbone up high as almost the highest point of our whole body. One more deep breath here. Then gaze to the top of your mat and take a few steps to arrive to the top. As we arrive at the top, halfway lengthen, straighten out your back, find a gaze down towards the floor front. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees so that we can allow that fold to happen from your hips. Soften your neck, maybe shake it out. Then inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands down as we pivot our feet out to the corners of the mat. We'll send our hips down here into a malasana, a yogi squat. Bringing hands and palms together to open up the knees wider, pressing the elbows, using that strength to deepen the hips, sinking and relaxing into the hips. One more breath here. Then bring both of your hands down as we're going to step the left leg and foot all the way to the back of the mat. We're in our lizard pose, allowing ourselves to lower that knee to rest into our lizard further. Now this right front foot can come and tilt out to the outer arch of your foot, and we can even grab hold of our knee or the thigh, pressing firmly outwards or staying with both hands down. Find what works for your body today as we take a moment to return to the presence of your breath, of any sensation felt. Did we feel like we can challenge ourselves in this moment without closing up or tensing? If we do tense or if we're closing up, feeling restricted, maybe returning back to a position that feels a bit more gentle on the body. Slowly now return with your whole foot onto the ground as we press ourselves to send that front right leg to a straight. We're in this variation of a half split. Then slowly push back all the way towards the front, both hands to the mat, tuck the back toes under, send the back knee up. We step all the way back to our malasana. Finding some structure here as we press palms together and open up wide into those hips. We're working on our abdominal muscles. We're working on our ankles, our knees, our hips, and the spine. All in one nice big motion here as we bring our hand down and press that right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Allow your right knee to fall heavy. Deep breath. Then maybe if you want to, we come out to the outer arch of that foot and press ourselves to open, externally rotating the hip. One more breath. Soften into the experience of your body. Soften into the experience of the now. Slowly bring it back. Now tilting that weight into your right hip as you straighten out the left foot and leg. Deep breath in. Maybe try to square out both of those hips as we still maintain a nice long back. Inhale, press all the way back. Tuck the back toes under as we plant down both of our hands. Lift off the back knee, but this time we step back with the left foot and find ourselves in a high plank. Lowering down the hips, protract the shoulders and really push the ground away. Take a deep breath here. Then exhale, push back to your downward facing dog. Now we'll come down into dolphin pose. So our lower arms will be placed down onto the floor. This might feel quite tense on some hamstrings. So we're going to just bring a nice bend into the knees before we lower down. And then when we find our placement here with our lower arms grounded, we can then try to send up to straight legs or aim towards that. Take a deep breath here. We're going to start pulsing more of that weight onto the hands and the lower arms. So we're tilting the weight forward and then back. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly find your dolphin in stillness again. Bring a bend into the knees. Come up all the way onto your hands again and send those hips high for your downward dog. Take one deep breath. We're going to then send up our right leg for three-legged dog. Point the toes up. Open and bend that knee for half scorpio as we retrieve a bit of an open to the hip. And to the hip flexor as well. One more breath here. Then slowly squeeze the knee in towards your chest and plant down your foot between your hands. Come rising up tall with arms overhead for your high lunge. Deep breath. Then next step, we will step all the way to the top of the mat and find our twisted dancing Shiva. So step all the way, lift up the left knee, right hand to the left knee and open up wide. Deep breath in. Returning back to our high lunge again, both arms overhead, send that back leg into a stable position. Deep breath as we lower our left hand down and keep our right arm high. We're in a twisted high lunge. One more breath. Hand down to frame your front foot. Step back to your downward dog. Allow yourself to find presence in your breath as you take your deepest inhale yet. Exhale it all out. Inhale, send up your left leg high. Then bring a bend in and find your half scorpio by pointing the toe out to the right side of your mat. Almost like we're stacking both of our hips above each other. Deep breath here. Inhale, squeeze that knee in towards your chest. Plant down the foot in between your hands. Find a high lunge by rising with both arms overhead. Deep breath in, deep breath out. On your next inhale, step all the way into that standing twist. Your knee up in hip width. And we open the right arm back. Find a gazing point out towards the side or over your shoulder. Noticing how that left foot is rooting down in all corners of your foot. Slowly return back to that high lunge. Send your right leg back and arms overhead. Exhale as that right hand reaches down to the mat. Send up the left one high. Inhaling and exhaling. Feeling that sun, that heat and warmth, the energy building up in the body. As we come down with the hand, framing that front foot, step back to your high plank and now finding knees, chest and shin towards the mat. Scoop forward into your mini cobra, squeezing your elbows close and tight into the body. Exhale, send it back to your downward dog. Wow. We'll stay here, just finding that motion within. Maybe feeling how the body is finally moving a bit of that stagnant energy. How we're filling up, restoring the body with new fuel, with new intentions of taking care of ourselves, mentally, physically, spiritually. Deep breath here. Exhale it out. All right, one more time. Send up that right leg. This time, squeeze the knee, plant down your foot in between. From this position, we're going to flip the back foot and cartwheel our arms all the way up to our warrior two. Flip the front palm, peaceful warrior, leaning over the back leg. Deep breath. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, straighten out that leg and send it into your Skandasana. Deepening. We can keep the hands down for a bit of balance if we need to. Maybe structure and open up, broadening the shoulders. Then send it all the way back into your warrior two. Gazing over your middle finger as you take a deep breath in. Then exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back to your high plank. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath. And then lower knees, chest and chin. Scoop yourself into your mini cobra. Lift that chin up high. Show you're proud. Show that you have an open heart and open mind. Exhale, push back to your downward dog. Sending your left leg up high. This time, swing it all the way towards the front. Flipping the back foot out to the corner of the mat and cartwheel your arms up for your warrior two. Finding your stance, perhaps deepening it further. Flip your front palm, peaceful warrior, leaning over the right back leg. Inhale, bring it back for your warrior two. Send the straight front leg as you deepen into the back hip. Skandasana. Maybe hands into prayer pose or hands down for support. One more breath here. Then push yourself all the way up again for your warrior two. Allow yourself to find some time as we cartwheel our hands down. Position yourself into your high plank once again. Deep breath. Find your chaturanga if you're comfortable. If not, we take those knees, chest and chin once again. Find your mini cobra or your upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Arrive back into stillness. Then slowly start walking up to the top of your mat. Take your time. We lower into those hips, bending the knees. Really maintaining focus of an even movement as we come to lay down onto the mat. Allow yourself to find a position that feels good. And we're here. We did it. We've shown our body the time, the effort, the presence that we curated through this flow. We're now in Shavasana to soften, to sense into what happens when we're consciously moving. Allowing your hands to rest upon your body or alongside it. As you take a few deep breaths here, softening with each exhale, maybe one body part at a time. Your head, your face, your shoulders. Softening into your rib cage, your stomach, your hips, your arms and hands, your thighs and hamstrings, your knees, even your kneecaps, your calf muscles, your ankles and your feet. and the sole of your feet, even your toes and your fingertips. I will finish this practice off here. If you're ready to get on with your day, start moving fingers and toes slowly, gently. And then find your way up to a comfortable seat, gently and filled with awareness. And then when you feel ready, we find that seat where we can sense our spine elongated, letting our palms meet in front of our heart space, bowing our forehead down, giving grace to the time on the mat. Thank you so much for practicing with me on the mat today. If you do like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you soon again. Lots and lots of love.